Good afternoon, all you wonderful lovers of Wordsowers Got Talent, Omaha's #1 show, and better known as WGT. Before we introduce our author finalists today, please welcome up our judges. Give a big welcome back to David Will Cowell. His towering presence and opinions make a dramatic impact and add a sharper edge to the fascinating results of today's show. I know all of you share his passion about our amazing talent competition. And give a big hand to Susan Ugborn, the woman who brings her beauty, common sense, and isn't afraid to voice her opinion when the male judges get out of line. And here's the comedian you all know and love and care about, Mike Mandel, whose versatile career, yes, give him a hand, give him a hand. His versatile career has encompassed virtually all aspects of entertainment. And who could be better qualified to judge the next WGT manuscript, the one and only winner for this year? I'm your host, Daniel Shannon, and I want you to know I love Wordsowers Got Talent so much that I am looking forward to hear from you. So please get on Facebook and wordsowers.com and comment on this program. Please write your comments. I would just love to read all of those. Create a buzz about Wordsowers Got Talent, because today's show is the moment we've all been waiting for. That's right, the judges are going to choose the winner of this magnificent event. And to win the authentic, hold on a second, this must be unveiled. Dun 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 dun. Wordsowers Emmy Award! Behold! The judges have spent hours reading manuscripts, and they deliberated. Someday you may see the video with Susan Ugborn refereeing a showdown between David and Mikey. But right now, let's have the 3 finalists join me on stage. First, we have Margaret Mitchell with her novel, Gone with the Wind? Gone with the Wind. Never heard of that one. Next, we have Angela Meyer. Angela Meyer, with her very first novel titled The Bruised Reed. And lastly, we have Mr. Dr. Seuss, with his book titled, and I think I saw it on Mulberry Street. Give them all a round of applause. Judges, the decision today is yours. Are you all ready? All right, they are ready. All right, let's start with David Will Cowell, and after we hear from you, we'll ask for your final decision.
Well, before I share anything, let me just say it's a privilege once again to work with you, Daniel Shannon. We're always glad to have you host our WGT events. All right. We've decided that before we reveal our decisions, we want to hear from these 3 finalists. So, Margaret Mitchell, step forward, please. You've written a novel called Gone with the Wind. Tell the audience something about your work and why you think we should choose you today as our talent.
Well, the theme of my novel, the whole premise, is that of survival, and what makes some of us survive catastrophes while others don't. And just look at me, just look at me. I mean, I wanted to have such emotion and passion in this book that I did all of the scenes myself, and when I rode the horse, I broke my leg, and when they burned the house down, I burned my hands, and I could hardly type now. And it's just hard to hold a pencil even. And you know, I've been rejected so many times. I'm poverty-stricken. And please, 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 I really, 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 really need to.
Okay. Thank you. You're next.
Miss Angela, dear, it's so good to see your smiling face. Thank you for submitting submitting your manuscript. I'm an author, and I know how many hours it takes to get something on paper. I applaud you. Now let me ask you, why do you think you should consider your novel? Why should we consider your novel The Bruised Reed?
Well, Bruised Reed is a story that, I think needs to be out there. I believe that through the story of Karen, the protagonist of the story, that women who are living in a difficult marriage will be encouraged to find hope. She's abused by her husband, and she goes home to try and sort through her marital problems, and she finds her high school sweetheart there ready to pick up where they left off, and she has to decide whether her marriage can be saved or whether it's time to walk away for good. So I think through the process of her story, women hopefully can be encouraged.
Well, thank you. You have a beautiful face, and I wish you the best. Mikey, you have an interesting character to talk with. I almost wish Daniel Shannon had let me talk to him.
Susan is right. You are a bit of a character, Dr. Seuss. Tell the audience about your title. Where'd you come up with it? And to think I saw it on Mulberry Street. Do you live there?
What? No, I don't live there, but I visit sometimes, mostly on days that it comes to mind and it rhymes. Oh, yes. Well, I know most of my books are mostly rhymes, but I decided to write a song for you guys today to describe why I wrote this beautiful street book. All right, it goes something like this. Oh, that's not right. All right, here we go. Dad always said to me, John's my lad, keep your eyes on the prize and soon you'll have...
Have what?
Huh? Oh, that's next, right there. It's getting there. All right, here we go again. My dad always said to me, Jonathan, my lad, when you write your Kazoo kit, have your face always happily lit.
Why happily lit?
It's okay. Well, my dad said think about the who's it and what's it, the things that matter, you know? When I heard you fiddle a giggle, and Homer Street will climb the ladder.
Climb the ladder to what? Spit it up, man.
Okay, got this. My dad always said to me, Jonathan, my lad, smile, right, and be glad. And the WGT Emmy you will have.
Not so fast.
I think you have this confused with one of my other shows. This isn't that one. Stop.
Oh. Is it? Yes. I forgot what I was going to say, so we're just going to move on. I have something.
All right, judges.
Judges, make your decision.
All right. Well, come on, Danielle. You know there must be some great talent out there in America someplace. I mean, we've been all over looking for it. We've seen lots of passable manuscripts, but we came down to these three. These three. Dr. Seuss, I've got to tell you here, I've never read anything quite like your words and your rhymes about Mulberry Street. I just don't think this is your time. You're a definite no. And Angela, dear, well, sorry, I don't mean to be harsh, but even if we chose your manuscript, I don't think women would pick up a novel about a miserable marriage. Nobody wants to hear about that. So, I guess for me, even though all of your effort comes off as very affected, I'm going to have to probably go with Maggie Mitchell's Gone with the Wind, although that is just...
You've said enough, David. It's my turn.
fine.
Now, Dr. Jonathan Seuss, tell me your words just don't have an impact. I'm sorry. But kids just don't talk like that. I'm just not sure you could ever keep a reader audience in the future. Look, I feel very definite about this. I really don't think you will wow your readers. And Maggie, you're darling, and I'm really touched by your problems. But after all, I've been through colon cancer and beaten. This too shall pass. So for me, the world needs Angela's The Bruised Reed. You are definite with me, dear. I'm devoted to you, so I vote for Angela. Oh.
This has been really tough for us. We read dozens of manuscripts and came down to just you three. I'll start with you, Dr. Jonathan Seuss. It takes huge guts to choose words that don't make sense to the world.
Now, coming from me, this may sound strange, but please don't be rude. I have to admit, Dr. Seuss at least has a heart. He has some emotion. He's not trying too hard. Daniel, am I allowed to change my vote?
No, you can't! Now be quiet, it's Mikey's turn.
Now, everyone should remember that this show is about building authors of tomorrow. I'm an author. I know what it takes to get into the publishing world. A great platform, and quite frankly, I don't think we had any showboat winners in the manuscripts we read. We even heard from some guy named Stephen King with the gory details in some book called Carrie.
Mikey, you can't hash through the books we read. You must choose from these three.
You know, this is no fun. I'm sitting on Twitter, and I'm asking the world, and the tweets are flying. But, well, Miss Mitchell, I just don't know if this material is really there. You say you packed emotion into Gone with the Wind, but to me, the words just blow on by. No, I have to go with what I said on the Today Show this morning. I choose Angela Meyer and A Bruised Reed.
Oh. Give her a round of applause, Angela Meyer. Oh. And have a handkerchief. And we will give you this wonderful award to The Bruised Reed. Angela Meyer, what do you have to say to the WGT audience today?
Buy my book soon! Thank you. This is going to be a great boost to my career, and I look forward to not only the Bruised Reed being
All right, thank you,
but
Angela. Thank you. Thank our judges for just so much work that they put into this day. Thank you, Omaha, for tuning into our show today. Make sure to comment on Facebook and our Wordsowers page, wordsowers.com. This is your host, Daniel Shannon, saying good night to you all, and see you next year on Wordsowers Got Talent!